So over the weekend, these pictures of Jayden Daniels with JuJu Watkins and video of Jayden Daniels with JuJu Watkins kind of went viral. And it's interesting. So he's just sitting there. Look, they're both from Southern California. She plays for USC. They're there for a Mississippi State Cal game, March Madness. They seem to be having a good time. And then the mom gets in the middle of the two. And it's been known that the mom has said her greatest fear. I think this was when he was at LSU. LSU had a show about kind of their NIL players that featured the football players, but I think it also featured Paul Skeens. And she had that video where she was like, she's just worried about the women.
Mm-hmm.
And so a lot of people looked at it and were like, well, what's going on? I don't know if there's that big of a deal in that case. And I don't know the sequence, to be honest.
She's blocking him.
I don't know the sequence.
It's the clearest indicator ever. I mean, she's sitting right in between them. I don't know the sequence either, but I know at one point,
like, was she sitting in between?
At one point,
after?
they were sitting next to each other, and then there's a shot where she's sitting directly in between them. Classic C block.
But I'm guessing if he was going to the game with his mom, that their seats were next to each other.
I don't know.
So
probably yes.
This is just my own speculation that if their seats are next to each other, and then maybe she went up to get some popcorn or something, and then he scooched over and talked to her, or she scooched over and talked to him, and the mom comes back and they split.
There's not an innocent reason. The mom interjected herself in between. There's no doubt about it. Any mother, like if you had two kids and you're the parent, you're not going to sit between the two kids unless you have a reason. That's not an innocent thing like you went to get popcorn and then I'm going to just, by mistake, sit in between. No, that's not what happened. The mom got in between for whatever reason. She waited for the opportunity and she got in between.
She waited for JuJu to leave and then she sat down.
Or whatever. They like JP said, they went to get popcorn or something, but it's not innocent. Like, I'm not saying it's bad, but it's just the mom, certainly it was calculated.
Seems like it.
There's just no doubt about it.
Yeah.
I mean, can you imagine going with your kids? And let's say it doesn't matter, boy, girl, girl, girl. You're not going to sit in between the two kids, right? If your kids are 18, 19, 20, 21.
No,
you're just not going to.
You let them hang out.
Yeah, you let the kids hang out. You mind your own business.
Right. But
the mood definitely changed with JuJu. Like there's video of her and Jayden having playful banter, and then the mom sits down, and then she has like a sourpuss face.
Yeah, well, they were vibing.
She could have that
vibe.
She could have that reputation where she's a little controllable.
Now, Bucky's telling me that they're cousins. Is that true?
I saw that online. I asked Drab, and he said not true.
Okay.
I said I don't think that's
it's a rumor.
true. I saw one tweet go around that everyone just saying the same thing.
No, but I think that might be true. I feel like I've actually heard that before.
Who made up the lie that JuJu and Jayden are cousins, and why are y'all running with it? That's the first tweet that I see about it.
Their moms are sisters. That's what somebody...
Their moms or sisters. Okay.
That's what Bucky
Well, that would make you a cousin.
Yeah. You would have to look that up. Maybe it's true. But either way, I mean, maybe she's trying to prevent some
she's
craziness.
overly protective of Jayden. She's said it before. Like there's a quote from her when she was asked what she's most concerned about him going to the NFL, and her quote was girls.
Right. That's what I'm talking about. It was from that show. I can't remember the name of the show where they featured all the LSU players.
Now, all that being said, I don't care how involved the mom is. Mm-hmm. I actually don't care. Just keep doing what you're doing. Just keep that Hall of Fame trajectory.
Yeah.
So, in fact, keep doing exactly what you're doing.
Right.
Because it's working.
Yeah.
I would say
she can butt in anywhere as long as Jayden keeps the accounting for 30 total touchdowns.
That's too weird. He's a grown man. He's 25. You know how old that is?
I know.
He can't have his mom breaking up his social sessions.
Yeah, I don't care.
I don't care what he does in his dating life.
I don't care if he's stunted in his personal life.
You guys care.
And
people are acting like JuJu is some groupie trying to catch a bag. She's just as famous as he is almost. She's this absolute in her own sport.
But
she's maybe
she is almost as famous as Jayden.
Yeah. How are those women's ratings with no more Caitlin Clark?
Cakes, don't be
She doesn't play football.
She's an absolute star.
I understand. I know what sport she plays.
She's an absolute star, and she's a 2-time All-American. She'll be a top pick in the WNBA draft.
She's a one-namer.
She's women hoops famous. I'll give her that.
Can we just find out if they're cousins
I think she's
not?
sports famous. Like
Can we
I don't know women's hoopsters, but I know who she is.
I know her name. I know who she is. I understand. She's
I can name
less famous than Jayden Daniels. I know that.
I can name 5 female college basketball players.
That might be 2 or 3 more.
Yeah, it's probably 2 or 3 more.
I think I know
Paige Beckers and her.
On Connecticut and her.
Nah, I probably only know the one. Paige.
It's semantics. She's not a groupie. She's not some floozy trying to steal his money.
They're just hanging out. They're trying to
might
have
be
fun.
hanging out. She's
they might be cousins.
Mind your business, Mom. He's doing too much. She's got to relax.
He'll naturally figure it out. He's obviously a pretty grounded kid.
Isn't this where Valdez is supposed to butt in like he did like a month ago on Twitter where he told the mom to just mind your business?
I've sniffed this out very early. It's very, I don't know. It's embarrassing. He's 25.
I know, but
He's 24.
I don't care. Let him be. I don't care.
You had a big problem with RG3's dad being all involved.
That may have been affecting stuff. He's playing amazing. So just keep playing great. I don't care. Whatever the mom's doing, keep doing it.
If you read further into it, the Sporting News wrote a quick article about it because they were seen sitting together at that Mississippi State Cal game.
Yeah.
They don't talk about any family relationship.
Yeah.
They talk about how they've been friends. She's 19. He's 24. They kind of grew up, they obviously grew up in California.
So they've known each other a long time.
They've just known each other for a while. There's nothing there that talks about how they're related.
Well, let's just look up who is so-and-so's mom, JuJu's mom, whatever, and let's look up Jayden's mom, and let's
break down the family tree.
I don't know how
let's
you're
just
going to
see
get to
if there's any mention anywhere of that with any validity that they're cousins. Maybe they're just cousins like they're friends. Cousins.
She's just an overly.
You know what I'm saying?
No, but she's
sometimes say that's my cousin.
Yeah,
she's
not really related.
Just like slang. It's my cousin.
Yeah,
she's an overly involved mom.
She's
I don't think that
involved.
necessarily hurts his game on the field. This dates back to her days at Arizona State. I just had to look it up to just remind myself. There were reports that these were recruiting violations. That she and Antonio Pierce took recruits' parents to a strip club. She paid for flights for recruits.
Right.
She's always been super involved.
Right. We had heard. I would even use the term. She was a nightmare in college. We had heard that term before.
She does have that reputation.
Yeah. And that's fine. Now with RG3, I remember it was actually causing issues with Robert's dad having the run of the place, which. Apparently, behind the scenes, people say she kind of does too, over in Ashburn. But is anybody complaining about the mom from the team?
Not right now.
Not that I've heard.
Yeah.
Now maybe behind closed doors they are, but I haven't heard anything publicly.
Yeah.
And this we don't know. Like this conversation with JuJu Watkins, maybe he's interested, or maybe it's completely innocent. I don't think it's a cousin, but maybe it's a cousin. Maybe he has a girlfriend. We have no idea. He could have a private life that we have no idea about.
He was recently on the record saying that he's not going to have a girlfriend.
Right. Drab, it's weird. The mom's a weirdo.
She's not the main character. She's got to relax a little bit. And stop taking your mommy everywhere.
Hi, mommy. Hey, mommy.
It's the only thing. He's a great kid. He's amazing.
He's a great kid. Let him be.
He's great.
She's stunted.
She's tilting me.
I know. Look, it is tilting, but he's stunted socially, I guess. It's fine.
I don't know.
Playing great. Well, it's a mom. You're going with the mom everywhere. There's obviously some emotional attachment there that's crazy.
And it was disrespectful to JuJu. I'm sorry.
Because
she's a superstar. She's not some floozy trying to get to Jayden Daniels.
I think if they were related, it would be more out there.
Yeah. I think so.
It would be more established.
So Bucky's spreading
Bucky is.
No, but there was a tweet out there.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Bucky's believing the tweet.
I mean, I like Bucky, but your source is Bucky.
I don't even know if Bucky knows how to use social media.
I think he probably does.
I'm not even convinced.
All right. If you want to chime in, you can at 800-636-1067. You can also vote on a poll of the day. Did Derek Queen travel in the game-winning buzzer beater? You can do that at Junks Radio. We'll be right back.